Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
Yes, I'm in always need of the help. It's the Dr. Greenthumb Show live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, and the home site www.BREALTV. Word up. I'm gonna do this in a different order because I want to put the guest right. You know what I'm saying? We're here with Psycho Leezy in the building.
What up, everybody?
Yeah, you jumped the gun up there on the cameras there. We got the Treehouse Crew, Bolton Blombo, Bra Bra, and the Dominator.
Yo, what up?
We got the Strong One, Strong Tone in the building.
What up?
DJ FM.
What's cracking?
And all the way from the Bay, my man Pilo up in here.
Come on, man. Come on. It's an honor.
Salute.
It's an honor.
Yeah.
Welcome to the table, my friend.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Oh, thanks for being here, man. You've been grinding for a long time.
Yeah.
And you put out slapper after slapper. And I gotta say, salute to you, brother, to give you your flowers,
Man, thank you.
here at the table for putting down a great body of work.
Man, and thank you, man. It means a lot, especially coming from, everybody here. So, man, it's an honor to be here, man.
And let me ask you this, because I know that you not only write, but you also produce.
Uh-huh.
Do you feel like as a producer who raps over your own production, do you feel it gives you a different understanding of the pockets in the beat, as opposed to if you were just a rapper who didn't produce?
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah, I think, especially when I'm producing, I'm understanding, space. So a lot of my beats, people would say they're more simple beats.
Yeah.
But it's really it's just me understanding more space. So myself or other artists can really do what they need to do and really showcase what they got going on. So that's I think that's probably the most important thing is especially being an artist and producer is understanding the space for everything.
Yeah, I think you tend to hear pockets that others don't hear.
1,000%.
So I think that producers that do both, they could sort of if they hear another rapper going on top of a beat and they say, and they hear it and they might suggest a different pattern.
Exactly.
Hey, why don't you try this? Whereas another rapper might not hear that.
Exactly. Yeah. And man, I think that's definitely I've always wanted to be self-sufficient in whatever I'm doing. So I wouldn't want to need anybody or whatever. So that's why I even learned how to even make beats and all that stuff. So it's man, it's definitely a secret weapon for sure.
I think so.
Room for sounds to resonate.
Exactly. Yeah, because I think just not overcomplicating things and just really letting the artist be the artist and exactly letting myself be myself on the beat. So it's man, it's definitely a real secret weapon for sure.
Yeah, I think in that, and having that ability, you find all those middle places that where everything lands just right, whereas you're not over rapping and you're not under rapping.
Exactly.
You're right in that snap zone.
Exactly, man. And what I'm saying, and it's been a pleasure to work with all these different people and all these people that been able to just trust me with what they got going on. And man, it's a true honor just to be able to continue to keep doing this, man, because it's a blessing.
I definitely say, when cats you grew up to are doing songs with you, you know what I mean? that's a lift right there, you know. And when like the people that are of your generation are getting down with you, and they're notable motherfuckers too, you know what I mean? That's got to be like a lift like no other, like especially in confidence in what you're fucking doing in terms of production and writing.
Yeah.
It sort of gives you a different superpower, I think.
No, 1000%, man. And I think everyone, when you're doing music and doing this, like you're searching for validation from your peers. These are the people that you look up to, and especially like even doing something with like Mount Westmore.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
that's fucking awesome.
Like everybody's like looked up to Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, E-40, Too Short, like and getting a call from E-40 and Too Short on Three-Way. It was like, hey, we're doing this project with
we
Snoop.
Need that slap.
Yeah, we need one from you.
There.
You know what I'm saying? And like, obviously I've done multiple things with Short and 40. But even when they call, I still like I'm like,
that had to be crazy.
It's insane. And I still look to them as those like massive figures, and
legends are legends.
Legends are legends, man. I think in hip hop, people tend to like age people out or whatever. But like me personally, I always want to give flowers to the legends, and I always want to pay my respects because they're the ones who paved the way. Like like y'all paved the way for everyone to do what they're doing. So it's like, man, I always want to be able to like pay respect and pay homage, man.
I think it's always good when there's that bridge.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because every artist was a young artist at one point, and someone always like. In some way or another, stamped them and said, hey, y'all should be listening to this shit right here. Y'all want to know what's that new shit? It's this over here. And we were all that new shit at one point. You know what I mean? So we got to be, as we get, up there, we got to be able to do the same thing for the artists that are coming in back of us, being like, pause, that are coming out, and we're like, yo, hey, these are the cats you need to be listening to right here. It's one of those things, man, that I think helps the cycles of hip hop, and it helps the strength of it when these different generations get with each other, in terms of collaboration and giving each other flowers for what it is that everybody does. Because we all know, like, every generation is going to do some different shit, and it's going to be great in its different way. And it ain't got to be like this one before it. It has to evolve and be different. And, every artist got to be willing to accept that and embrace that. And celebrate it just as they were celebrated when they were the new shit.
Exactly, man.
That's what that's my opinion anyway.
No. You have the right opinion. I personally believe that. You know what I'm saying?
There is not enough bouquets to pass out
for
all the people out there that deserve them.
You're right.
But I mean, man, when we got an opportunity to give people their bouquets, we got to.
Hey, but
gardens.
I think Short and E-40, as well as Snoop and Cube, gave you flowers in terms of the way that it came. Like, hey, we need a slapper from you. That's flowers right there.
No, 1000%. And being a part of their legacy and what they've contributed to the world and hip hop and just culture, period. Man, that was a true honor, man.
Yeah.
Like I can't even explain how grateful I am for that.
That's a hell of a big look right there, man.
For sure.
Word up. Hey, and you're working on Golden State Warriors right now, right?
Yeah. So the All-Star Weekend, NBA All-Star Weekend's coming to the Bay for the first time in about 20-something years. And Golden State Entertainment, which is the music label for the Warriors, they reached out and they wanted something to represent where we're from and the Bay in general and all the rich culture there. So they reached out to me to executive produce the whole thing. And what I'm really doing is just bringing all the Bay artists together.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. No, man, it's huge. It's an honor, man. Just to have this responsibility, and I want to do right by it. You know,
man.
Have everybody represented, from the new school to the OGs to the middle to the people that are happening right now. Like, I just want to bring everything together because I love who I am, and I love what what the Bay meant to me and how it raised me to like honor all these things. So I definitely want to just bring all generations together for it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Who were some of the Bay Area artists you came up off of?
Man, Too Short, E-40, Mac Dre,
Rest in peace.
Federation, man, RP, man, Digital Underground, man, so many Bay artists, like also producers like Rick Rock,
Yeah.
Tracks a Million, and all these greats, man, and they've literally paved the way, and I still look to them for inspiration all the time. You know, I still reach back and you know, pick apart what they were doing, and just like, man, I want to, you know, still bring that to what today is.
That's what's up. Who are some of the folks you got on this joint or intend to get on?
Yeah, I mean, the single that we got out right now is Players Holiday. It's got Larry June, Kamaya, Sweetie, G-Eazy, Twee, La Russell, YMTK, and it's just like a full-on like joint to represent what's going on right now in the Bay.
And everybody got bars in that.
Yeah,
circle,
everybody
for sure.
gassed it. Everybody did their thing on it, and yeah, like, and also we got a song that's coming with me, Too Short, and E-40 that's gonna be on there. And we got Seiji Oda on there. We got Michael Sneed. We got 24K Golden. We got Simba. We got John Mack. I'm probably gonna forget a couple names, but yeah, like really pretty much the whole Bay. Every song's pretty much gonna be like a full posse cut, just to, you know, to cover all bases.
That's awesome because nobody's really doing that type of shit right now.
Yeah. No,
That's
man.
dope.
Yeah, no, and this is it's the first of its kind for like a basketball team to have a record label, and then also to put out a project that, you know, represents the whole area for All Star. So it's really the first of its kind.
Yeah.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, man. I'm super
Hell
excited.
yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Super excited.
Music and sports, it always goes together.
It goes hand in hand. It's the only. It's those are the things that no matter where you from, what you come from, what your background is, you come together for this one thing, and it's always bigger than all of us together. So it's like, man, it's
Absolutely.
like, you know, that's something that, you know, it means a lot. It means a lot to everyone. So it's like, man.
Do you think it's more of a city thing than a country thing? Because it's definitely, in my opinion, it's just how we live in the city. That everything melts together.
Yeah.
When you leave the city, you know, I mean,
It's different. It's different.
I'm not saying you become country. I'm just saying when you're in the country, there are, you know, you start having different priorities and perspectives.
No, 1,000%. And yeah, I think definitely, like, the city life is definitely a little, you know, it's a little different, a little more diverse.
Yeah, it's way more of a, you know,
Melting
a
pot.
melting pot.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And it's faster.
Fast pace. Yeah, so man, but yeah, like it's definitely cool to bring everybody together.
If there was a collaboration, what's your dream collaboration you want to do that you haven't done yet?
Man, that's tough, man. I would definitely would want to do something with like Pharrell. Pharrell's like one of my idols, one of my, you know, what I aspire to be. So I definitely want to do something with Pharrell.
He's a musical genius.
Yeah, no, for sure, 1,000%.
I just love his drums.
Yeah, no, for sure, smacking. Oof. Yeah. That's kind of where, you know, a lot of my just like inspo comes from too. Is just like Pharrell and Kanye West and just like those artists, producers.
Yeah.
That just kind of blend all these things and come up with new sounds. And
Yeah,
like,
melting
Yeah,
things.
exactly.
Just
You know.
blending it.
I
blending it.
think you see more artist producers these days. I mean, less also. I mean, produces and, you know, puts down the bar work. We know that.
Does it all.
Yeah.
Come on.
So you could relate to those the pockets we was
I mean,
talking
we
about.
come from that era. We do it all. We DJ. We grab the mic and
Exactly.
rock the party. We, you know, whatever it takes to make hit records.
I'm gonna give you some instruments because I know you'll play them.
Of course.
Playing instruments, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you some instruments.
You got to put the hours in.
Here's this bass. Here's this guitar. Play this pedal. That's all you need.
Guitar lessons with Steph Tone. Yeah. Aside from hip hop music, aside from rap music, what other shit do you vibe to?
Man, let's old soul music. You know, like old funk stuff. Just like like my dad always grew up. Like I grew up with my dad playing a different bunch of music. Like growing up, my sister like always had like 106 Cameo playing when I was a little kid growing up.
Cameo, yeah.
Yeah. And you know, also my older brother was like a super influence in what I like grew up listening to. So yeah, like just I listen to all different types of stuff.
Is your brother the one that put the hip hop in your ear?
No, 1000%.
Yeah.
1000. My older brother. He's like he was like, you know, I mean, I'm kids of immigrants. So
Right.
like, you know, I'm the baby boy too. So once they got to me, my parents were just working. You know what I'm saying? Like, and pretty much my older siblings raised me.
Yeah.
So pretty much everything that I knew
Was from them.
Was from them. So it's
Yeah.
like
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah, no, exactly. So, but like my brother put that like hip hop stuff in my ears, and then my sister was really like R&B,
Right.
you know, like that kind of vibe, and really that's pretty much what like my music sounds like now, like all meshed together.
Yeah. That musical influence is definitely present.
No, for real.
Hey, you know, I salute to the people that put us on to great music and
Man,
shit. You know what I'm saying?
can't thank them enough.
Give them their
Yeah, they
flowers.
need their
You know what I'm
flowers.
saying?
Yeah, shouts out to my older brother, my older sister, holding it down.
Yeah, because that's how you get on to great things. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I got turned on to stuff.
Same thing.
My older cousins, they
Yep.
were all there. I was like, damn, I never heard none of this.
Same thing. Like with Led Zeppelin and all that shit, I got put on by one of my cousins.
Yeah,
And-
AC/DC, Van Halen, Zeppelin, all that.
Yeah, fucking name, man. But you know that's crazy how we absorb it from different people. We might absorb a certain genres from our parents, right? And other genres from our siblings, and other genres from our friends. Maybe our friends put us on to some shit we weren't necessarily onto because we're listening to all this other shit. You know what I mean? And then that just becomes your musical palette. All these things that you've absorbed because you never really completely go away from them. I remember when I got into hip hop, I went away from every fucking genre that I was previously listened to and only listened to that shit. But as I got older, I eventually went back to all the other shit. And you know, I think it always stays with you.
Yeah. I think even when you're creating, it's like you're pulling from this like database that you know, like your musical taste.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're pulling from all these inspirations, you know, and it really, I think it takes that real palette of like listening to rock, listening to classical, listening to jazz, listening to all these things to create this something new. You know what I'm saying? And I think for all artists, you want to always create something new, something that doesn't exist. So it's like pulling from that whole like library of things.
Yeah, my foundations in music were, you know, until I was older and I actually was able to buy my own music. I had the only stuff I listened to was the stuff I physically had access to. That was my mom's record collection.
Right.
Whatever my sister would be listening to, I would hear what she was listening to. She was like into Prince and all that kind of stuff. Maybe I'm at a friend's house and they have some, you know, music. And they're even cool enough to be like, yo, you can, you know, I can look at their records, you know what I mean? Otherwise, it was only what was on the radio, you know what I mean? Back then. Wasn't until I got older and I was actually able to get my own.
It's crazy when you think about there was people crate digging back in the days and not even realizing they was doing that.
Yeah.
For real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I feel like, because people crate dig now to go do samples and all that stuff. And some people were just doing it just off the love.
Off the love.
I mean, you got to remember back then, that was the only way to cop music was a vinyl. You couldn't, they didn't have, you know, or maybe a cassette.
Yeah.
You know?
You can't crate dig online. That doesn't happen.
It was a 45, a single, or an album, but it was all vinyl.
All vinyl.
Yeah, but when you were digging in actual vinyl, you were looking at art.
Yeah.
You were seeing
looking at the
imagery.
art.
So you don't do that on.
Now you're file flipping.
Yeah, you don't see none of that. You either know the song or you don't. But that back then, you didn't even have to know what you were looking at. You just saw someone was like, "What's this?"
Oh yeah.
That cover was like the, you know,
That was the
Setting off the-
indicator. That was the indicator.
that was the gotcha right there. Like if you had a good cover, it got somebody's attention. You know, that album had a chance if it had good music on it.
And when you were digging and you were looking at covers, most people didn't even see the cover yet. They were literally looking at the top edge of the record, just that or the name was. You know what I mean? Just reading fine print.
Yeah.
Like for me, a lot of covers is the reason why I bought the album. Like I would have no idea what it was. The album just looked crazy. I was like, yo, I'm taking this.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
This.
It creates a vibe already just looking at it.
Les, what was the most impressionable album cover that like caught your attention and got you?
Wow. Man, I can't even think right now. But maybe a Parliament Funk. You know, because they
had wild covers.
All these crazies. You know, I like real little things that you gotta look for and shit.
How about you, P?
Man, I remember like going through, you know, crate digging like in like the 99 cents vinyls and stuff, and I seen that like the Prince one. It's like the blue cover.
Yeah.
Just sitting there with his shirt off and his hair.
Yeah.
Like,
his luxurious hair.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's pretty different.
How about you, FF?
I used to trip out on the Meatloaf. I wasn't a fan of Meatloaf, but those covers look like the old pinball machines with like a barbarian and the chick with the leather.
Yeah. How about you, Steph?
Oh man, all the Van Halen, Journey records,
Journey
was
crazy
dope.
shit. Yes.
Yeah,
Boston.
Yeah.
definitely Van Halen has some shit.
For me, it was Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz. I mean, there's been better covers than that, but
Is that the one with the cross on the floor and the tattoo, him showing off the knuckles with his tattoo?
Yeah, no, he's what has he got, a cross in his hand or some shit like this?
I can't.
There it goes. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I think his knuckles say Ozzy.
Yeah, because I was a big Ozzy fan.
Yeah, I remember.
And you know all the shit they always used to say about him.
I'm saying
biting heads off of bats.
You look at that cover, you already know what you get.
But the minute I saw that cover, after all the shit I heard, I was like, I'm buying this. You know what I mean? Sure. I'm gonna check out this what Ozzy's about. Blizzard of Oz. Yeah, that was the first joint I fucking bought right there.
Dope album.
Tortured Soul.
Yeah.
Randy Rhoads.
Yeah.
Guitar.
Roads of Randy, son.
Word up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, album covers, man. It's
they grabbed you.
It's a lost art because you don't have that tangible piece unless people are making vinyl, and we've talked about it many a times. But that's why I think more people are making vinyl again.
Yeah. I think it means more when you're able to like grab something like tangible, like real tangible things.
That's everyone's experience when it comes to it, is actually holding it and looking at it. You know,
you're putting an image in the fan's mind about where your head is at, where the music is at. You know what I mean? It's already setting off that vibe.
How does this sound? Let me sign your download, kid.
Yeah.
How does that work? Yeah. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I remember, growing up, like one of the greatest experiences was knowing that an album came out and going to like Best Buy or like Sam Goody and going to go buy it
and owning it,
and be like walking out and just be like, oh, I can't wait to go home and play this, or like put it in the car. Like
that's what's lost on the new generation of music buyer or music lover. You don't have to buy that cover. You got the
MP3.
You could just press it.
Yeah.
But and also the old, way back, just when it was vinyl, that was our thing. I mean, that was like OG networking too. Like you knew all the band's homies from all the thank yous. You know what I mean? That you'd start meeting people and you'd be like, "Whoa, you're homie from man."
Yeah, and you could turn it around and see, oh shit, homie's the drummer and this bass guitar. Or you'll know the names and be familiar with those artists. Like, I'm copying this. This is gonna be fire.
Yeah, that did make a difference. I'll tell you this though, on some of them records, in the late 60s to the 70s, probably the 60s, some of those artists that are labeled as the people that played on it weren't the actual people that played on it. They had studio musicians come in and play the parts for the band, and the band took credit for the play.
Oh yeah, like session players.
Players,
yeah.
The Wrecking Crew.
They're one of many studio musician crews that like laced albums throughout the 60s, and you never seen their names on the records. You see like the band's credits.
A lot of your favorites weren't your favorites.
Yeah, there's a documentary about them.
Oh wow,
they were like some of the best session players around at that time, and there was like maybe a group of 30 or 40 of them, and and like all the big producers or bands would have them come and play these sessions.
Yeah.
Because they could play the rock music better than the actual people that were coming up with the shit. You know what I mean? Because they were actually trained players, but they were young. Because the older guys wouldn't play the rock shit. They wouldn't play any style of that music. They wanted to play standards. But the younger people, they were like trying to get jobs, and they could play this shit. It wasn't that hard for them, so they'd come and play and
get cash too.
Get cash, yeah.
And they, I mean,
they're legends. A lot of these players,
and it wasn't even that they were just better. It was where they were better was they were better in the studio, you know.
Right.
Instead of whatever artist being in there and taking however amount of long it takes to actually get a good take and this and that, these guys could come in and nail it in like 1 or 2 takes.
Yeah, they were the most efficient.
Yeah, the most efficient.
And back then it was like tape, so you was like the more tape you used,
that's right.
The more expensive it was.
Yeah, these guys didn't burn the tape out.
Yeah, they would do like sometimes 5-6 sessions a day.
Yeah.
They'd go from one studio to another, and producers would not work on their albums unless these particular guys were available.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Well, what's the documentary called?
The Wrecking Machine.
Oh, The Wrecking Machine. Okay.
Or The Wrecking Crew. Sorry, The Wrecking Crew.
All right.
It is not Dr. Dre's Wrecking Crew. It's the one before them.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Say no more. So yeah, I'm gonna go check that out. I want to go check that out.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Same concept, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how many producers actually used that squad. The Beach Boys used them. The Beach Boys, Brian Wilson used them on Pet Sounds. Their supposedly most iconic album.
Oh shit!
The ones that the Beatles got influenced by, because they were influenced each other at this point, and Pet Sounds influenced the Beatles to go do some different type of shit after that.
Wow.
And
and it's not even them.
And most of Pet Sounds is
it's not who they thought it
well,
was.
you know, I think the inner circle knew, because, you know, that's just the way it was. If Brian Wilson thought that, you know, these guys could play the songs better, he was going to use them, and they just had to deal with that.
Wrecking Crew just means a winning team. You know what I mean? You're building yourself a team of people that are capable of doing all things well. That's what you want around you.
Creating the song the way that it should be.
That's right.
You know what I mean? They were very professional and efficient.
That kind of reminds me of like Fat Five Freddy with Wild Style.
Right.
Like it says he produced it, but really this band produced the whole album. All those beats and stuff you hear on that movie, that's that band playing it, but it'll say Fat Five Freddy produced, you know.
Yeah.
Well, produce sometimes means paid for.
Yeah, and you could also, you know, I'm sure he had a lot to do with what they played.
I'll tell you what, man. I mean, it started then, right? Or it's been happening since then, and it still happens today. There's session players in there that are fucking awesome. They don't necessarily get credit for what they do because they're a hired gun in that moment, whatever. You know, whatever arrangement the producer might have with them, you know, they might give them credit, they might not. But there are some incredible session players today, man, and that's because of those guys way back then who just kept picking up the standard of
paving the way.
Yeah, paving the way.
In the way.
Hell yeah. Some of the best songs were made by those guys, and the bands had to go play it. Yeah. But that's something about the band, though, because the band could actually go play it live, but they could not play it as clean in the studio. They could play it live and raw out there, but they just that little bit of...
Some people need that energy from the crowd to kind of get off. You know what I mean? It's a little different in the studio when you got people yelling your shit.
Well, live you can actually get away with not playing it as clean, I think. I mean, Steph could speak to that more than anything. You could play it very close, and motherfuckers are just they're sort of concentrated on the song where they're not going to hear the little thing, but the band hears it, but the listener doesn't necessarily hear it like the band hears it.
The audience is having they're having a live experience,
right?
They already know the music. They already, you know, we all know all our favorite music. We listen to it over and over. So when we go see any of our favorite artists live, you know what I mean? That's what we're already expecting. So when it's anything else, you know what I mean?
They either changed it like a remix or somebody fucked up.
Yeah, you can catch it right away, you know. But most people are just excited to be in the moment
Be there in the building.
Yeah, you know what I
Drunk
mean?
as hell.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
having a
Drunk
good
as hell,
time.
high as hell.
Yeah, it is. Babysitter's got the kids. It's party night.
Yeah, no, come on.
Yeah, I mean, they're just having a good time.
Yep.
It's only the motherfuckers that do what we do that would know it. Be like, oh, I heard that. Did you hear that?
yeah.
Yep.
That shit right now. Oh,
Always
man.
Or
out
the
there
sound,
judging.
or the bass is too loud, or
Yep.
the vocals are too loud.
Or somebody missed some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for me that's a hard thing because when I hear it, or if I do it, like it's a hard thought on my head when I fuck something up.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, like you'll be at a show and people are like, "Oh, you did so great," and but in your mind, you're such a perfectionist.
You heard the
You-
mistake.
yeah, you
they
heard-
may not have heard it, but you heard it, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, I get sometimes I'm hard on myself with that shit. Like, God damn it.
I've seen the look.
Yeah. And then I'll give it to others too if they.
That's
fuck
what I'm
up.
talking about. The look that you get.
You know what I mean?
I've gotten one of those before.
I be laughing. I be laughing when I get the look. I be like, like you just did the same thing, and you looking at me.
Oh, I rarely get the
real.
look, but when I get it, it's from Bobo, and he'll just do me like this. Give me that sideways shit. Like, I got you. I saw you. Yeah. I try to keep them to a minimum.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's the thing. As artists, we're kind of hard on ourselves. Somebody might, when you come off the show, somebody that was a great fucking show, and you're like,
It was
By my
yeah.
standards.
but it's by your standards because
Exactly.
what they see, it's like they saw their favorite artist doing something, and even if it was a little different, they appreciated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of very hard on ourselves as it relates to execution of what we intend to do.
The audience,
Some of us.
the audience is never going to judge us harder than
No.
than
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are.
We're the worst judges on ourselves, especially when we got some other motherfuckers that we respect watching. Like,
Yeah.
oh, shit, we got to really do this
And,
right.
and we have to be though.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
to be to continue to push forward and grow within our artistry. We got to be hard on ourselves.
Yeah, you got to
with it.
care, I think.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's a challenge. Like when I hear artists that are up there, performing a song and they don't know it and they're following their goddamn vocal track.
Yeah.
And then they might just be doing the hype parts and letting the track go. It's like, got to know the song. But if that's the game today, then hey, so be it. But
ad libs.
yeah, it's like being the ad lib rapper. I'm only doing the ad libs.
on your own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, on your own.
I'm gonna try that one time.
That's
See
crazy.
how it goes over for me.
Please don't.
No.
Don't.
I think you should do at least just one song. Just pick one song. And
Just pick one.
you got the tracks of going, and you just out
You
there
know,
having a good
Everybody's
When I-
gonna be looking at their joints like, what the fuck did I smoke at this
What-
type
no.
of show?
What I think is that only the people on mushrooms will get it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the fourth wall.
Yes.
The fourth
What the
wall.
fuck is going on
The
right here?
hell? What am I?
Light 'em up.
What is this?
Do you do mushrooms? I mean, in the
yeah.
bay, it's like
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say I'm a mushroom doer. I've microdosed like a bunch of times, like
Yeah.
little chocolates and shit. I haven't done the actual.
just stay with the
Shrooms.
chocolates. Don't.
what we
you know,
call the
You don't
full melt. You don't
Yeah.
need to go for full.
You don't need to
Yeah,
full melt it.
yeah.
And on top of that is like, if you got the chocolates that's infused, that's good because like the way that shit tastes raw is horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what everyone says. That's what everyone says.
Fuck, it's horrible. But if you are intending to do it, like microdoses, whatever, do yourself a favor and just get them like ground down, put them in a gel cap, and then just boom. So that way you don't got to chew that shit and taste
Gotcha.
it. When it dissolves, and it will, it's gonna hit.
Yeah.
And then all the things happen.
Yeah.
Boom. Whether it's micro or macro, it just takes a little bit longer because you got to digest it, right?
Yeah.
But it is way better. It's much better than chewing that shit up. I
Yeah.
cannot. Like when I was in my 20s, I could do it, no problem. I didn't give a fuck. My palate was different.
There are only two outcomes if you go big with the mushrooms, and one,
Yes.
you go so big that you might never not go back to not being big. You're just gonna go big all the time.
You'll just be big.
You might it's gonna be really big.
Or you can be like, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with that.
Yeah, I ain't doing that again.
No.
And it depends on the kind of trip you have when you go big. If you have a great trip and you got the right people around, you will go big again.
Yeah.
But if you,
that's what they say.
yeah,
That's what they say.
But if you got the wrong people and the wrong vibe happens, then
No.
like, you know what?
You're not gonna
I'll pass.
repeat.
I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah, they say like being around the wrong people can like trigger certain things, and then you start start having that little panic mode. Like,
Yeah.
man, I'm like, I'll never want to be there.
I've had both where it was a great trip, and then I had another one that was like, what the fuck? You know, like the vibe had changed. So I know there's positive and negatives to it, and it's just based off of like the energy that you got around you. If everybody's got a good energy, it's a good trip. If one motherfucker that walks in with some sideways energy changes the whole shit for the group or for the one person, you know what I mean? So it's important to know who the hell you're gonna have around, or if you're gonna just be by yourself, that's different. But being in a group of people, yeah, it's got to be, everybody got to be on that right energy, so it doesn't blow your
big by
fucking
yourself.
Huh?
I don't think you want to go big by yourself.
No, you need a couple of friends and a guide.
It's like I feel like you wasted it.
If you're going big for the first time.
Yeah.
If you've gone big before, then you might know how to handle it when
Yeah.
you're by yourself. But like if this is your first time, yeah, you should be with good friends that'll look out for you.
Is nature like a good place to experience?
That's what they say. They say
Right.
nature's the best place.
That's what I heard.
Just don't be wandering out getting lost. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna definitely see Bigfoot if you're going out there then for sure.
Bigfoot gonna be doing mushrooms with you,
Yep.
son.
Y'all gonna be sitting next to each other.
Break me off a cap.
Yep. You can get them Bigfoot caps.
Yeah. Do you microdose on sessions or just like in your chill time?
Sometimes I do them in sessions. Sometimes I do them when I'm in Vegas or like
there you go.
drinking too. I like how it feels like the microdose. It kind of feels like the good part of the Molly.
Yeah.
You know that part of the Molly when you're just like hello, just like smiling.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, that
That's-
happy part, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that-
happy part.
yeah.
That
But
good feeling.
but it doesn't have the come down of the Molly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's that feeling without the jaw grind.
Exactly. that's why like I fuck with mushrooms.
Yeah.
I fuck with mushrooms.
How do you feel that like that when you're using them in session?
It's cool. It's like that same feeling. It's like happy. It's like, you know, it's
You're up.
You're up without judgment, you know? And I think that's like also a cool place to create music.
It's very positive.
Yeah.
Without judgment, without being hard on yourself, or, you know, I think that's definitely a cool place.
I think it makes you want to fuck with the different colors, like the
Yeah.
different harmonies, right?
Yeah.
But when you're up like that, yeah, man.
Yeah, I think because sound is color.
So yeah, all sounds are colors. You know what I mean?
So definitely when you're touching those different tones and like the different things come out.
It's different spectrums
Yeah,
of sound,
exactly,
just like
exactly.
colors.
It's a dimensional shift. That's what we're doing when we're altering our headspace. you
Yeah.
know?
Look how much cool shit came out of the 60s when people were fucking with psychedelics. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
And not overdoing it. Well, some overdid it. though.
Some overdid it.
A few.
They just went into deeper dimensions, is what I'm saying.
They
I mean,
did. That is for sure.
You know, the dosage is where we're like, you know, adjusting the frequencies. You know.
Well, they were definitely tapped into something different. You know, most especially the ones that did like specific dosages and not like, you know,
Got
did
too
something
far.
that was overwhelming and too far, right? And they found that it, just like people are finding today, that when you microdose, it helps you connect these different dots and gives you a different understanding. And when you go deeper and you got a guide, it could give you a really different understanding. You know what I'm saying? So
Extreme amounts give you extreme results.
yeah, but again, you got to have the right guides or people around you so that you ain't going off in a direction that's gonna take you into maybe somewhere you don't want to go.
That you can't come back.
Yeah, because I think it's also important, like if you're gonna do that shit with your friends, whatever, right? That you don't have any hang-ups, so that doesn't come out. Now, if you're with a therapist or somebody guiding you, for sure, because then you could unlock that and remedy that when you're that open, rewire your shit.
Yeah.
But like around friends that don't got the tools to help you through that, it's just gonna be like a bad trip.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think.
Some unaddressed stuff, having some unaddressed stuff with someone, and
Oh yeah, or just something that maybe is like not even to do with anybody at the table. Some other shit that might just rear
like
its ugly,
Samson and Half Baked.
rear its ugly fucking head out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You haven't.
You don't want that.
You're tripping and you start tripping balls and then some shit.
No bueno.
Yeah, no. You don't want to be in an angry state or depressed
Hell no.
when you're going into the melt. But I'll tell you what, like if you're pissed off or depressed, you do a microdose, it'll stop that shit.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think if you were really angry, a full melt would be in your best interest.
yeah.
I would say a micro as opposed to a full melt.
I mean, full melt, you're gonna lose all sight of whatever it was that was.
Have you seen those? They're like latte. They're called like lattes. They're called the chaga.
Yeah,
Yeah, like they're like shroom lattes. They be having them in just like regular coffee shops now.
that's crazy.
What? That's dope.
Psychedelic?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's fully psychedelic, but it's like of mushroom.
Oh, right.
Microdose, I'm sure.
Probably
it's,
so.
It's probably like a smaller dose.
We need those shits here.
That would be.
They're called like chuggachinos or something like that.
We're gonna have to find one out here.
What?
Yeah, no, yeah, like a bunch of like. There's like a few in like I think like Silver Lake.
Shit.
Yeah, the microdose is really good. I mean,
Yeah,
that's-
that's
you
said you get that
little
happy
jolt,
feeling,
that little jolt.
but you ain't on anything else. That's what you get out of it. You just get to be happy.
Yeah,
yeah. If you embrace it, it feels great. And when you're fighting against it, and you're doing it to like somehow, help you with other shit, then it's like it's a tough landing. But like if you just embrace it, it's all good.
yeah. I mean,
Enjoy the ride.
That's kind of a microcosm of life as well, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When you like fight against whatever is for you or whatever, you're gonna not get the results you want. But when you really just hop on the train,
Go with the
enjoy,
flow.
Yeah, go with the flow, enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Well, that's this whole life experience.
Yeah.
Just go with the flow.
Exactly.
Don't fight it. I mean, you can fight it, but you'll find out it'll push back.
People, I'll tell you what, people fight what's good for them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's in our nature.
Mm-hmm.
Someone tells us, "Hey, man, don't put your finger in the flame; it's gonna burn you." Why can't I?
Try tell me.
Because
Try to tell me.
we don't want to be told shit. We want to learn by our own mistakes instead of learning from someone else's, and then sort of.
Hey, what happened to your finger?
Well, my friend told me not to put my finger in the fire, and I did it.
Melted it off.
Yeah,
What's that shit Bruce Lee said? Flow like water.
yeah. I mean, look, don't fight against yourself, and don't fight against the things that are good for you, that are going to help you, whether it's with your mental health or physical health or spiritual health.
Yeah, don't play with it.
And that's why you got to have mad respect for the salmon, man. Come on now.
For the salmon.
Salmon
Talk
getting
to me.
all the way back upstream. They be climbing rocks to get back to where they came from. To go have to lay their eggs before it's done.
Some of them get caught out there by some bears.
Man,
Or Bigfoot.
what they have
Or
yeah,
Bigfoot.
what they have to go through to get back to where they started is impressive.
Or end up on a plate.
Yep.
California Fish Grill.
You know, it'd be a good theme song when the salmon's flowing upward. Beatles, get back, son.
Yeah, that would work.
Get back to where he wants
But most of
belong.
them ain't making it.
None of them are. The half of them ain't making
They
it.
ain't all making it.
They're in a bear's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of mouth.
Or my
getting
sushi
fed.
plate.
Your sushi
With some wasabi.
Yeah.
fucking name. Now I'm getting hungry. Oh man. Look. It's National Play Monopoly Day. I don't know when the last time I fucking played Monopoly. I don't know how it's a national day. When's the last time you ever played Monopoly?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but not in years.
Yeah. They're trying to.
Years.
It's been a few years for me. We actually have we got one of them really nice board ones, man. It's dope. But it gets, we start making up our own rules before we get too deep.
I think you could do that. Why not? You know what I'm saying? You could spawn your own game from it. Use
Spice
the
it up a
base
little bit.
rules and spice it up.
Somebody becomes a dictator. Everything.
Whoever owns the most property becomes the dictator.
That game just straight takes you right to being a dictator.
Yep.
Damn.
How about you, Les? When's the last time you played?
Many years ago, but definitely drinking was a part of it.
Of course.
That's dope.
How about you, Evan?
I play with my kids a lot of board games actually, man. Monopoly and
Board games are great.
Candyland.
Well,
and all that
what's the
stuff.
most expensive thing on there? The boardwalk? Is it the boardwalk?
Yep.
That's
Boardwalk.
It's the-
Boardwalk and Park Place.
Yeah.
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 It's like the most,
Yeah, that's right. That one.
yeah.
Right?
The Boardwalk's the most expensive one of the two, but the
Park
two of them
Place.
together, you getting paid every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Paid.
you land there.
Tax. They teach you about taxing
That's
early.
it.
Yeah.
They
Tax.
teach you about tax early.
Mm-hmm.
Got them hotels on every property.
Get them properties quick.
I wonder if that is the most played board game ever.
They make so many different types of Monopoly boards
No,
too
for
now.
sure.
So dope.
Luxury tax.
Yeah.
It's a classic game, man. It goes good.
Yeah.
It's best with a
Word.
bunch of people.
Yeah. I can see them having a day. I can see that.
Yeah. They could have a day.
Word up.
It's also National Carbonated Beverage with Caffeine Day. So that means a soda.
Pretty
Soda.
much soda day.
They got carbonated beverages that aren't soda.
Well, there's that too. But they do have these elements, right?
They have to have
With
caffeine.
caffeine.
That's what it says. National
Caffeine.
Carbonated Beverage with Caffeine Day. So
I
that's
like
like
those.
that's like a Red Bull. That's like a Coke, Pepsi, all the shits.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and then the others that are derivatives of.
Right now, Tracy's just cracking the Coke.
Man,
Hell
need
yeah.
a Dr. Pepper. Ace the stat.
Yeah. Salute to Trace. He'll be up here tomorrow.
You were asking about the top-selling board games.
Yeah.
It goes chess, checkers, Monopoly, and then Scrabble.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow. That
Monopoly's
sounds,
up there with chess and checkers. That's
That's
crazy.
that sounds about right. Like,
Scrabble, though. Monopoly beat out Scrabble, right?
Yep.
Yep. That's amazing.
you know, they just made like Scrabble a TV a game show, right?
Nice.
I can't remember who's hosting it, but that'd be some shit if they made Monopoly a TV game show.
Where's Clue rank?
Man.
People would be pissed off at each other there.
Or Risk?
Risk.
Clue is number 5,
Whoa.
Oh, man.
right
about-
after Scrabble.
What about Stratego?
Stratego.
Gigo's in.
Battleship.
What about what is that for?
Telling you, Risk. Risk's got to be in the
Yeah,
top
Risk
10.
was dope.
Candyland. Backgammon.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Life. What about Life? That's a dope.
Oh, I love Life.
There it is.
Yeah, life was.
Life.
I love life.
I never heard of Rummy Coop.
Othello.
Othello, I remember that.
Dictionary. That was a good one. I don't know about this.
Connect Four. Is Connect Four on there?
Risk, there it is. Top 20. Stratego. There it is.
Stratego.
Anybody
Well,
ever seen
Paula.
anybody
Connect
ever
Four.
seen-
Or they go
Connect
Connect
Four.
Four.
What about the Mad Magazine game? It was like the opposite of Monopoly. It was whoever lost their money first that won and shit.
Yeah, they were always with the sense of humor, those guys.
Yeah. Alfred E. Newman.
No, they were hilarious.
That shit was dope.
Yes. And yeah, if you haven't smashed that like yet, please take time to do so and subscribe if you're not subscribing. Smash the all notification bell so you can get down with all the content we be dropping. Dr. Greenthumb Show Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the start. And we got the mix show after this show. Psycho Les and myself, we're going to pop it off on the turntables after this.
Yep, yep.
You going first? Am I going first?
You could do it.
You want to go first? I'll go first.
Yeah, yeah.
You go first.
Nah, you
No,
just said
I'll
it.
go first. And did you know it is the birthday of the legendary Matt Sorum, former drummer of Guns N' Roses and Velvet
What?
Revolver, born on this day in 1960.
Dude, I went to that guy's house and we did like 100 1-minute songs for NFL, like the little clips that they put music in the background for.
Yeah.
He played drums and all kind of guitar and all kind of different shit on it, and I was just scratching all over it. It was pretty dope.
I thought you was gonna say we did 100
Bumps.
Bumps.
100 lines in the studio.
Like, what?
We was getting booted.
That dude is a real rock star, though, bro.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
He's
Big up.
salute to Matt Sorum.
Salute.
And did you know it is the birthday of Justin Chancellor from Tool, born on this
Hell yeah.
day in 1971.
Happy birthday, mate.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Justin.
She's a beast.
And did you know, in 1979, Frank Zappa released his rock opera, Joe's Garage. I did not know that.
I'm talking about album covers.
Talk about art.
Talk about art.
Yeah, this guy was an artist right here. I mean, you know, he gave his kids crazy names. Moon Unit, Zappa, Dweezil, Zappa.
What?
Yeah, that's Frank Zappa right there.
Legend.
Legend. He also did he become a senator or a congressman or some shit like that? I thought he got into politics later on in his life before he passed.
I did see him say some crazy shit. Like he would make some wild comments.
Yeah, he was one of those guys that was not afraid to say what the fuck he felt. Yeah, rest in peace, Frank Zappa. Did you know, on this day in 1989, Tyga was born? Happy birthday, Tyga.
Happy birthday, Tiger.
Yeah.
That's right. And did you know, in 1996, Foxy Brown dropped Il Nana, legendary
Il Nana.
Wow.
classic work.
Wow.
She was one of the first two queens of the, dirty ass bars that chicks be spitting now. You know what I'm saying? Her and Lil Kim.
The blueprint.
Yeah, they were the blueprint.
Still.
Yeah.
20-something year, 30.
Porn star bars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Look at her, damn.
Yeah, Foxy Brown.
Come
Foxy.
on now.
She was, she had bars, man. You know,
She did.
the people be tending to forget. This is another one who needs a bouquet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did you know, on this day in 2002, Talib Kweli dropped Quality, which he always drops.
Fire.
Everything is quality work for Kweli. Right. Yeah, salute to my man. He be working, man. He be doing all kinds of shit. Staying busy. Check it out. We got our Real Psycho event popping off at the Cannabis Cafe this Friday, November 22nd from 6 to 10 p.m. The Real Psycho listening party. All right, come join us. This means we're going to be putting out the vibes, some good music. We're going to run the album front to back, side to side, all that shit. There's going to be food, drinks, and plenty of smoke. You know this. We're going to be doing giveaways and all this. And we also have other DJs going to come spin on it. So make sure you check it. All right? Don't sleep on this. Space is limited, so make those reservations now. It's limited seating available because tables are going fast. Go get them.
You don't want to be asked out.
You don't want to be asked out. And with that, we're about to open up the doors to the Insane Asylum. That means y'all. So if you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion, we are here for it. And you can expedite it with a super chat as well. So let's go.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
All right, Mr. Burn one's asking, Yo, Pilo, what digital audio workstation do you like to work with?
Reason. I use Reason and I use Pro Tools.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I use.
Come on, man.
Word up.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, like a lot of people, like when I say I use Reason, people are like, that's like hella rare, and it usually is. But usually when you find someone that does work in Reason, they're really like
Nah, Reason's dope.
different.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Javi.
Hell yeah.
Hallucisation is saying, does anyone still have a CD player? I'm trying to explain it to my daughter right now on the way back from school.
I probably got one buried somewhere, one or
In the
two.
depths.
Sony, because they used to give us free fucking players from Sony all the time back in the day.
I got my USB CD drive so I can plug it into the computer.
Oh. Yep.
Old laptops too. Those are good. They always have a little
Laptop.
CD slot.
Yeah, my shit, those are burned out. I can't even. I've already flipped those.
It's funny. The future can't even the next generation. They can't even fathom like a CD.
Like,
What
see,
the hell is
what
that?
is that?
That's crazy.
Only if their parents taught them what it was
Yeah.
or a friend.
Yeah.
They definitely don't know about the mini disc.
The mini disc, yeah. I mean, many forgot about the mini disc.
Mhm.
That shit was in out. It really should have won, but it's like now it was asking people now who have just invested in the compact disc to now buy a mini disc and the mini disc player.
It
You
was
know what I mean?
great. That never skipped. That was like having a little mini DAT player.
If they had introduced that shit first, you would never have seen a compact disc. It would have all been mini.
It started with the laser disc, right? The shit that was
That
like
was
12 inch.
that was the fuck shit. That was
And then it
destined to
went down
fail
to
because
compact.
now you're asking people to have like vinyl and the laser disc. You're trying to get rid of the vinyl, and then you got the big ass laser disc, and now you're trying to rock it to the DVD, which was a compact.
Yeah.
Like they kept on feeding us this fucking different product. They could have just fed us the smallest one first.
Yeah.
And we would have, it would have been easy. We would have just been rocking like the mini discs. Less storage space.
Stack them in the right.
Is there
yeah.
a future beyond streaming? Like, can you imagine something better than streaming?
I mean, the thing that's stepping up from streaming is TV, right? Live TV, or if you're filming shit, like some sort of production of something, right?
Live streaming.
Yeah, live streaming. I guess the step up from it is live TV, because it's just a form of broadcasting. It's just independent of the FCC and all that other shit for now. So we could do the things that we do here in this form, like smoking a joint and talking about the shit that we do, and saying shit and the other expletives that might come out of somebody's mouth. Whereas on TV, you're live and that happens, and the network gets like a fine of probably 1.5 million or something just for one expletive. I don't know what I'm guessing there. Could be less than that. I don't know. Could be more. But the FCC stays regulating, whereas in this form, they're not regulating. There's not that type of regulation. So, yeah, I guess the step up from this is that because you're on a national platform, it's for free. If you got a fucking TV, there's certain availables that, just like radio, they're available to you for free. If you get on that platform, that's a big deal. If you're not on that platform and you're on the other, the extended shit of it, which is cable TV, that's pretty big too. But it still comes with those regulations. That would be the step up, but the sacrifice is that now you got to walk this fucking line. So I think that should answer it right.
I think so.
Reza, he's asking, what about virtual reality? With kind of Steptone's question. Like, what's the next streaming?
Yeah, virtual reality. A lot of people are getting into that. Like, we could put a seat right there in between them, and fan could be like right there in the middle, as if they're at the table. Like at this point, there is that technology. If we had the what's
glasses?
the device?
The Apple glasses.
Well, it wouldn't be us. It wouldn't be us that would have it. Having
No,
no,
camera on the stand, and they could just put it on, and they can operate it by moving.
They'll
around.
be at home,
Right.
but they'll feel like they're sitting right here looking at everybody at the table.
I guess in terms of streaming, that would be it for like to have someone come in and an experience. Like it could be like here at the table or in the smoke box. That
would be dope. Actually,
They just wouldn't have the actual smoke experience.
Yeah.
Well, if they were smoking at home,
But
they could
smoking at home's not
Smoking
being in the smoke box.
hey, they could go get in their closet and put the goggles on and just light themselves up as if they're in the car with us. You know what I'm saying?
And please empty your closet.
Yeah, empty your closet. Look at your smoke, clothes all smelly. And
Show up to work the next day. Like,
no, don't do it. Don't even show up to work that day. All right.
Darian Taylor saying much love all the way from the 510. He's saying I'm a 510 native. Your production on the collab with La Russell is straight fire. That old school hyphy vibe. He's saying who's your favorite Bay Area OG rapper?
It would probably have to be Mac Dre or E-40. But man, shout out, much love for them 510, man. I'm from the 510, so man, much love, man.
That's what's up.
We got Melatoda. He's actually asking you, P-Lo, good evening, sir. What does Mac Dre mean to you?
Man, I mean, yeah, Mac Dre is a cultural icon, an innovator, and just someone who just like exemplified what the Bay Area is about.
We got Midget Mikey saying Eminem CDs had all his lyrics, and the damn album came with a whole book as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was expensive to make. He's saying he misses that.
All that shit is expensive to make, but it, it touches heartstrings for motherfuckers. Like when we were growing up and they had the wherewithal to do that, I mean, we were eating that shit up. Like
open up covers,
reading the shout outs,
the lyrics.
the lyrics. Yeah.
Yeah, it also made you feel like the artist really like cared.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like extra.
It was extra.
And when it came with a big ass poster to put up too,
Yep.
you know that poster was going up.
So at that time, like, were you guys able to sell the CD for like more, or like they were able to sell the CD for more, like, than because was it more than like $11.99 when you did this whole?
What was it like? It
was like
more
$20 when
it was
we started.
Yeah, when it started, it was like at 20 something, and then it went down to about 14,
15, yeah, $14.99,
and then to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But before that, it was the vinyls, for sure.
Oh, it was still vinyls.
Yeah, we started with it was actually cassettes.
Cassettes.
We were in it but just before the CDs came in, it was like vinyl and cassette.
Yeah.
So we were still seeing that, but I think it was on our third album where now it starts being CDs.
It was just CD.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing too many cassettes of Temple of Boom.
But to me,
Maybe promos, but
when I see CDs in the CD section and they had the Super Saver sticker on them, like, that's the one to grab because that's the one that's been around a while and that's catalog. You know what I mean? I knew there was going to be good stuff in those CDs.
yeah.
Yeah, that means you made it if you got the Super Saver.
What was cool about the CD is that, like, even though you didn't have that big ass art in the vinyl aspect of it, like the album cover, you still had the booklet,
a creative booklet,
and it was cool enough, as opposed to now you got nothing. You got a digital download. This is your phone. You ain't got.
Ain't nobody looked at a digital download.
You
I've never even seen a digital. I got them all. I ain't never seen them.
You license the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't own it.
Yeah.
It's in your. I mean, it's in your device, but it's really not yours.
But I think it's cool that a lot of artists now are just doing more like physical stuff, whether it's like doing the vinyl with the full merch packages and all that stuff. Like, I think that's definitely what's music and the money in music is moving towards.
I would say even if it's just a limited drop of it, that tradition should stay, because I mean, that's one of the things that people came to expect was like a physical copy of some sort, whether it was a CD or a vinyl.
Yeah, it's more personal.
Yeah, it's more personal.
What do you think about U2 putting their record on your phone?
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. I love you too, but I didn't love
Pissed
that.
me off.
You know
But
what I
it's still there to this day.
Nah, U2 is not on my phone. Maybe if I had my old phone, it was probably still on that shit. But salute to U2 because they're great. It's just that, when you're force feeding someone who didn't make a choice on it, that's tough.
Check out our new record. It just came out today on your device already.
I thought the plan was brilliant. You know what I mean? But it was just the rollout of it was not so brilliant.
And why couldn't you erase it? It wouldn't come off.
Man,
There was no way to erase
That's
that.
probably
So
a
it is-
sticking
Still
point
there to this day.
It's a sticking point in the deal.
Ain't
Like,
nobody got rid of
hey,
it.
we don't want no one to be able to erase this off their phone.
You got it for life.
This is a surprise package, and everybody gonna get it.
Oh, you upgraded to the new one? You still got it.
That's in your
That was
library.
crazy.
All right, next.
And kind of the same thing Megan saying in the super chat. I miss the vinyl album inserts. Sometimes you'd see the behind the scenes or band collages like the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
In the studio pictures and shit like that. Hell yeah.
What is now called BTS.
Artists should do both. You know what I mean? Do your streams, do all the digital shit you do is normal. Yeah, that's cool. And then make some vinyls for the fans that want that kind of thing.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Make some pictures,
That more
posters,
in
all that.
depth
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah, more artists are doing that.
Cover your bases.
Xanadu's asking, Steph Tone, do you still have your vinyl albums that you bought with your own money?
No, but I do have vinyl albums, but no, I don't have any of the original stuff I bought back in the day.
Moved too many times.
Yeah, way long gone.
You just got rid of it.
Yeah, I never had any attachment to those. I really like when the MP3 came out. Like physically, to me, that was the most amazing thing ever. No more skips. Like you go skateboarding, riding your bike, whatever, and
No
shake
skip.
the hell. I ain't never gonna skip. Turn it up loud as hell.
Yeah.
Carry every song in the world on it. Yeah, no, I don't have any of those original records.
I don't either. They've been gone.
Yeah, no, but I do have vinyl. But very, very small collection.
I was gonna say that was exciting though when you got rid of all the physical part of it at home. If you had like a hell of a collection, now you're walking around with like 30,000 albums on one little
got a whole room
iPod.
back.
Yeah.
That shit was overwhelming.
Game changer.
Oh yeah,
especially if you're DJing, you don't got to carry that whole shit around no more. Whew, get out of
man.
here.
A couple records is okay, but you try to pick up a whole crate of records, it's like
you need a few
like
people.
150 pounds. Yeah,
and you're carrying 6 of them.
And then you got to have someone watch that while you're DJing, so nobody sticks their dirty ass fingers in your vinyl and try to snatch something.
Yeah,
that's the other thing. Yeah. So
yeah, that was dope. I can't lie.
But as a fan, you want that shit because they're not using it the same way we are. They're not. Not every fan is a DJ. You know what I mean? It's like something that's going to sit in a place almost like an altar.
Yeah, like a collection.
You know what I mean?
Vinyl just hits different, man. Like
it does.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah. Word up. All right, next one.
Adam is saying Mac Dre had the bars, voice, and delivery, and he was only getting better too.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like literally at that time when he passed, it was like when he literally passed at his peak. And like he definitely like I think Trill TV is like probably the most important like piece of like documentary of like the whole movement, the hyphy movement, and what the hyphy movement became. But it was like from that documentary.
Right on.
Is that hyphy movement still big in the Bay?
I mean, people definitely still have a love for it. But I think it's also evolved into what's like happening now with the music.
It's just lifestyle.
It's really lifestyle stuff.
We got Underground Sound saying, been slapping Pilo since the HBK days. He's saying, damn, time flies hella quick.
Man, no, for real. Yeah, so I'm in this collective called HBK Gang. So it was like me, I Am Sue, Cool John, Kaylani. We all just came off out the Bay, Sage the Gemini, and we are, and then at some point just everyone doing their own thing. But yeah, it was definitely cool to be a part of that, and just like what we represented for the Bay at the time. And man, shouts out to real. That's a real day one right there. That's right. That's a real day one right there.
RS70's asking if you ever got into the Wild Bay car scene. If you ever got into the car scene up there.
Oh yeah, for sure, 1000%. I know so many people in the car scene. Shout out Sideshow Tone, man. Get well, man. But like, yeah, man, like the car scene is super huge in the Bay with the sideshows and all that stuff, man. So shout out to everybody holding it down out there.
Have you ever ghost rid your whip?
For sure, for sure. Off top. Off top.
Drank the Numbers is saying, yo, B, my first album was Insane in the Brain. My parents took it away from me, so I bought another one and didn't play it when they were around.
Oh, yeah. I've heard so many stories like that. Somebody's mom or father heard the album, threw it out. They had to go cop it again or steal it from one of their friends. Yeah, I know.
Now the kids are like, we got the internet now.
Oh, and our T-shirts got kids thrown out of school, too. The ones that were like that said Funky Cypress Hill shit, and the others that said fucking up the program, and then the weed leaves. Yes. Mm-hmm. Sorry, kids.
There's nothing to apologize for. That's all dope ass shit.
Exactly.
I mean, you ain't wrong, but
sorry for making dope ass shit.
Yeah, man.
Didn't want you.
That's crazy.
Get you kicked out of school. I don't think as an artist you anticipate that these kids are going to go to school with your shit on. You know what I mean? Like, that's the last thing I'm thinking. Were you thinking any of that?
No.
They was doing other
Definitely
stuff.
not.
Because we were just being artists going, not thinking and considering that, like, the shirts they bought at the concert, they're going to wear at school.
Nobody's
think
thinking
nothing
about school.
that. And then, when we'd come back around to that city or whatever, one of them would, you know, like be like, hey, I was at your last concert and I bought this T-shirt and I went to school and I got kicked out for a
Suspended or
week.
whatever,
I
yeah.
got suspended, or I got suspended for a week for wearing your shirt, man. Fucking right on. I'm like, oh shit.
Man, you could only be so lucky to be thrown out for some shit like that.
Yeah, for real.
Word up.
You know
Yeah,
what
I
mean?
heard
'Cause
so.
that's crazy.
I'm so sorry for your parents for getting you kicked out of school at the
I
time.
remember back then we had one of our first singles. It was called "I Wanna Drink Beer and Smoke Some."
Yeah.
So they would say that, you know, and it's like one of those.
Yeah.
That's one of
That's a
those.
positive message.
You don't
on
want to be,
now.
you know, going to church with that.
Hey, but that's what it is. You know,
Need to reissue that one.
everybody, you know, like whoever you're heavily influenced by. It's like, how many Public Enemy shirts did you see at school?
Back in the day,
Yeah.
a few. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's,
The kid in Terminator was rocking one. He was a kid in that movie.
Yeah, but those shirts is nice though.
But I mean, even back to what you were talking about earlier with Blizzard of Oz. If you seen a motherfucker wearing a Blizzard
He's getting
of
kicked out of
Oz
school.
shirt back then, you know what I mean?
he was getting kicked out.
Yeah, you
kicked
knew
out.
that kid partied. You're like, hell yeah.
He was, yeah, and he was getting suspended for the
Yeah,
day.
he was the trouble kid.
Especially if you had a real Catholic dean or, you know, or whoever was running the school, the principal. If they were very Catholic, they were like, that guy he or she got to go right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
They
had
go on.
that. Had your Diary of a Madman shirt on.
We will not accept this.
There he is.
Public Enemy.
Yep.
Wow. That's sawed off.
That's a good one right, man. All right.
Cyber Hangman saying, I still like CDs. The art is there. The size is small. And the sound is always good. Saying second best only to vinyl.
Yeah.
Better than MP3, but yeah, you know, that CD gonna skip all day. MP3 ain't never gonna skip.
Sir Pufflot is saying, peace fam. Shout to Be Real and Psycho Les on the new project. Very dope. Just wanted to put it out there. I'm producing a full record with Rusty Jux.
Oh,
And we'd love to have you both on the record. Please reach out.
Yeah, yeah.
that's what's up. Thank you.
David Leal saying, my first album, 1979. I was 6 years old, and it was Michael Jackson's Off the Wall.
Album cover.
Timeless.
Classic.
Yep.
Timeless. Timeless.
And the last one so far, Karina saying, been visiting record stores when out of town, picking up used CDs to replace old tapes. Scored at Amoeba recently. I'll send a pic. And she's saying, screw streaming.
Screw streaming. Yeah.
I bet you Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon probably sucked more people in with that album cover.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Dark Side of the Moon was tight.
Because it's just a beautiful looking cover.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very complex.
Yeah.
But it draws you in for sure.
That's the one with the prism, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I seen them do that, or I seen Roger Waters do that album at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, shit.
And you know the part where they normally would fly, or they would have
Pig.
someone bringing a pig around, right?
Mhm.
It's like a pig that they had on these on this staff, right? Four staffs in this pig with helium. They'd run it through the audience while they were doing this one particular song. And at the Hollywood Bowl, on that particular one, it snapped and the pig flew away.
Oh,
They found it in another city somewhere when it deflated. But after that, when Roger Waters came back and he did the wall at what is now Crypto,
They got them on drones now.
they had it on a drone. They had it on a black boar as opposed to a pink
I
pig.
saw that.
And the black boar was flown by a drone, and that shit was hard. That was way doper than the pig on a stick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Word up.
But the pig on a stick was mad entertaining when it when it disengaged from those sticks and flew away on them.
I think I would like the flying pig better.
Hell yeah.
Well, the flying pig was a mistake, though.
I know, but it's more entertaining.
Were people cheering when it happened?
Yeah,
That shit
at
flying
first
away.
at first it was like, oh, yeah,
I figured.
because they realized that the guys had lost it. It come unhinged,
Yeah.
right? It fucking it's rolling out, and
Oh,
then
that motherfucker's really flying.
and they start clapping on that shit because it's like when a pig flies.
Hell yeah.
pig that don't fly straight.
Yeah,
That's a pig.
that don't fly.
That's a pig that don't fly
Holy
straight.
shit.
Yeah, and there goes the boar. See the drone system on the bottom of it?
That's a hasa.
That's crazy hard.
Yeah. This is what was flying around
You know what that is, Frank?
in crypto.
He pointed at that thing. He's like,
Sosa.
"You know what a hasa is, Frank?
Sasso.
That's a pig."
That was probably one of the best shows I saw was that Roger Waters show, because it was, if you were on psychedelics, even a light dose or a micro, you were just tripping because the visuals were nuts.
They're all about that.
Oh man, I don't know how it was actually done, what the material was, but they were building the wall and then breaking the wall down and building it, and they were projecting off of it throughout the whole shit, even when it was built up and when it was knocked down.
There's a video on YouTube about that.
It's fucking nuts.
It is dope.
And then they even had the song with the big ass puppets come down. They lower the puppets when the wall is all built out. They fucking do that whole shit, and then the puppets go up, and then something different happens with the wall. It's
An experience.
yeah. If he ever brings it to the Sphere, right? Because that's a show like that belongs at the Sphere.
Shit.
Yeah.
We need a pilgrimage up and
Yes,
see
sir.
Pink or Roger Waters doing the wall at the Sphere.
Hell yeah.
That would be fucking crazy.
I saw him at the Staples Center. It was pretty fucking incredible.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. It's called Crypto now, but it was the Staples Center.
Oh, okay.
I was there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Me and Dougie and Wifey and a couple other people were over there
Yeah,
watching
shit
that
was
one.
dope.
There was grown men crying at this fucking show. Well, especially when they saw the psychedelic part. Remember the one part where he goes to the center of the wall and he hits it,
Yeah.
and then it looks like
cracks open.
yeah. It's the trippiest shit. And if you were on like mushrooms or acid at that point, you were really tripping fucking balls then. Because it was one of those moments. You know, visually, you didn't think that was possible. And it's not possible, but the way that they fucking did it,
Yeah.
it looked crazy.
Well, they did it so well that they can still do that exact same show today, and everybody's gonna love it just the same.
Fuck yeah.
Mhm.
That's how good they did it.
You ain't wrong. Telling you, they had grown folks crying like babies in there. It was so touched by that shit. Yeah, man. But that's what a good show does, man. You know, if it's meant to pull your heartstrings, he did his fucking job.
You'll remember it forever.
Oh yeah,
For real.
yeah. Just the type of projection that was coming off. It almost looked like the wall was being made with styrofoam blocks. You know, like puzzle style, right? Because I was trying to figure out like what material would be light enough to project on it. They're like, you know, just building it and tearing it down like fast.
They blew it down.
Yeah.
Like it blows up practically.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's styrofoam, but it's got to be some sort of material that's light like that. Yeah. It's a trip. That's a show to go trip on.
Sure.
But don't have no issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have no issues because it gets pretty dark at times.
You've got definitely.
You don't want to go
moments.
big there.
Yeah.
If you're experienced.
Yeah, got you.
Like you're looking to challenge yourself with the
Gotcha.
extreme experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But first time, no,
Yeah.
don't do it.
Yeah. First timers club, man. Don't do it. Fuck around and like have a crazy trip. But hey, that if you love Pink Floyd music and you already know that that's half of the game with them. It's almost like the Grateful Dead. You know, like you go to a Grateful Dead show, you know that more than half of those people are on acid or mushrooms or some sort of shit.
You know everyone in the parking lot is for sure.
Everybody in the parking lot. Shit, that's where you get some of the best acid, apparently.
So I heard. So
I've heard.
The parking lot was a whole different scene from what was happening inside.
Oh man,
That was two different shows.
2 different shows.
there is 2 different shows, and what's crazy is that that's a whole traveling show. Those people in the parking lot
Traveled just to the lot.
travel with them to the next city.
Yeah, they just went to the next lot. They went from lot to lot to lot.
It's like the true band of gypsies. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they will pick up wherever the dead would go. They were going to, and it's just the whole vibe. from the outside to the inside. That's crazy.
There was wildin'.
That's a hell of a following right there, though, man. To have people that passionate about you and your movement, that they would follow you. That, you know, instead of like where it's, you know, the normal action is that, you know, there's in the next city there's people waiting for you there, and the other people just remember and they're cool and they'll wait till you come around next time, as opposed to that these are motherfuckers that are following you to every city. They are going to every show.
We saw that on the ICP tour. They brought us on the first Cycle Realm tour was opening for ICP, and we got to witness those dudes. Their fans are like that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They were trailing behind them. I was like, what? They're following you to the next show? Yeah.
That's like, the real cult following, you know, that Grateful Dead have in the
Deadheads.
sense. It's in this in the sense that it doesn't matter what city they're in, they're all going, and they're all going to the next one, and they're all going to the next one. It's the same vibe everywhere.
Wow. Real crazy fans, but loyal. So
they were fans of the parking lot. They weren't. They never saw the band play.
They had their own party. They didn't give a fuck.
Never went in.
Yeah, but it was attached to the. It's attached to the vibe, though. It's all a part of their vibe.
That's what I'm saying. There's the outside show, and then there's the inside show.
Yeah, you don't necessarily got to go inside.
The outside ain't never going in. They just stay out there.
I mean, they could hear it from far away, though.
Yeah, they heard about it.
That's just crazy to have a movement like that. Word up. You got any more?
Yeah, I got a couple here. We got Mizzle saying, born and raised in San Francisco myself. I would like to give a big shout out to the Bay Area fan P. Low. Appreciate your music and how you rep the Bay Area.
Much love, man. Yeah, appreciate the love, man.
We got Darian Taylor asking Steph Tone, living in Oak Park right now, what's the best place to eat?
Oak Park? Well, I'm not familiar with food in Oak Park, but definitely right up from Oak Park. You can go down to Tower Cafe, and that whole menu's fire over there. Was a little burger spot right there, too, across the street from it. That place is good, too.
Bring it.
GT Mustang is saying, I like the giant pirate Dr. Greenthumb stage prop from the 1998 San Francisco Fillmore show.
Wait, run that again?
I like the giant pirate from the Dr. Greenthumb stage prop from the 1998 San Francisco Fillmore show.
Pirate?
That's what he's saying, the giant pirate.
Maybe it's the DJ rig that was a skull? Could be.
Couldn't have been the Buddha.
Or it could have been the Buddha. But no, we didn't use it for that, did we? Or did we?
I don't remember.
Fuck, I don't remember.
Did you guys ever have a pirate?
No.
Okay.
I'm the pirate.
I'm like, what pirate? There's something that had a patch or something? Like what?
I'm the fucking pirate.
And the last one so far, RS70 is saying much respects to everyone that has toured.
Right on.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know, got to put the road work in. You know, you put music out, you go play it if you get a chance. That's
connect.
Yeah, connect. Win people over.
Yeah.
Word up. All right, we're about to rock with the submissions now, but we know that more of those questions and comments come as we go. We'll take them when we see them, but now it's time for submissions.
What?
Submissions. What you got?
All right, been getting a lot of submissions from this person. We got Dixon My Ass. He's saying,
Just sounds crazy when you say it.
First time at Dave's Hot Chicken on my lunch. It's fire. You guys like Dave's Hot Chicken or not?
I fucks with it.
Isn't this his second submission with Dave's Hot Chicken?
No.
No?
I've never seen this one before. He
Okay,
sent it in today.
All right.
I think it's Dave.
Dave?
Dave from Dave's Hot Chicken.
Oh, you think it's Dave?
Product placement.
Product placement.
Let's
exactly.
go, Dave.
Let's go, Dave.
Send us some, Dave. Come on, Dave.
So Dave.
Bring it.
You guys a fan of it or not?
I would try it.
I don't know. You're gonna have to send some, and then we'll let you know.
I don't
I fuck
normally.
with it.
I don't normally eat fried shit, but I would do it. You know,
No,
for
I'm
my
just-
one cheat.
It is
for the
good.
month.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
Can't front.
The hot chicken or Dave's hot chicken?
Dave's hot chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
sandwich.
pretty dope.
I've had it. It's
Hot.
good.
Spicy chicken is banging.
Yeah.
Grimace is saying big shout out to Bart's Barbecue. Got also the Wagyu cuts and the thick mac and cheese, but I didn't get to see the infamous tarp smoking smoker.
Yep. The tarp smoker's not there, but yeah,
The Dom.
he's doing his thing right now. Yeah.
I was there and Dom was there. Man, it was so good. They had these little pork bites, these little chunks, pork belly bites, I think it was called. Holy crap, man! Brisket, tri-tip, pork ribs, beef ribs,
Damn.
All the ribs.
all the ribs.
That shit sounds so good
Look,
right
dog.
now. Hot
Oh
as
my
hell.
God.
That's not my plate. Somebody already tore that
This
up.
shit ain't fair right now.
That mac and cheese was so good, dog. It had this little crunchy thing on the top. I guess
Oh,
it was
thank
like
you so much.
cheese with the.
It's called tarp.
It's called tarp.
So I guess Dustin's bringing in a brisket today.
It's the crunchy.
That's yeah. He's supposedly bringing in something today, man.
What?
Yeah.
Brisket Tuesday?
What?
I don't know.
I like the sound of that.
He's gonna bring in something right after the show.
Our boy Mike B is saying, yo, long day at work, so I was hungry and I made some chicken, rice, and beans.
All right.
Got the Sprite on
Okay.
the side.
That don't look bad.
Okay.
Got a lot of rice though.
He got the spiced cranberry. He got the cranberry Sprite. Let me see. Oh,
wow.
Yeah, exotic.
Huh.
Exotic.
That is exotic.
What the hell? I've never seen that.
I like cranberry stuff.
I don't mind trying something like that, even if it's just a sip. But that looks good.
Ray's laughing at the rice portion.
That's a lot of rice.
I like rice.
That's all right. I like rice too. That's just a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
And we got let's see, we got Anatomic. He's saying 4-step tone. We got the Strong One Art.
There you go. Titties. Titties. That's a nice, branding on top of branding right there.
There you go. Fourth wall branding.
That's right.
And he's pointing at you too, like, yeah, you.
Yeah, you. You.
All right, we got Yvonne. She's saying I made is it caldo de res for dinner tonight?
Caldo de res.
Caldo de res.
De res.
Yeah, day. He has a problem with that. He can't do it.
Yeah.
Day.
It's got to be
Yeah.
the A.
That's
That's fire right
that looks
there.
bust down for sure.
Hangover right there.
Man.
Woo! Your soul cries out for something like that right
sure.
now. Fuck.
That's just essential ingredients right there.
You put a little bit of tapatio in that.
So
Hello.
And you could even throw some lemon to go in with that, and or not, and just rock it with the tapatio and bang! Ow.
Oh.
That hurt me to see that right now. 'Cause I really want that right now.
That'd be perfect right
They
now.
start getting a little cold.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that would have warmed us up.
Yeah.
we need a brisket soup.
Mm.
Bart's. Yard.
Brisket soup. You could do it.
Man, that's not even hard to
do it.
I don't
No.
even know. We could make that like we literally just pour all those ingredients in the crock pot when we show up,
Yeah.
turn it on, and it'll be ready when we're done.
Yep. Throw a little bell on it. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Jesus is saying you don't want to mess with the Long Beach squirrels. They're tough. Squirrels jack.
He does look like he's squaring
He's
up,
kinda
right?
hubbed,
He's fucking mean mugging right here.
Yeah.
Say something, fool.
So fool.
He's like, what you want to do?
So fool.
It's my house.
It's like he's jacked.
Yeah, he's like.
Hey, you know how squirrels, you usually see when squirrels fighting,
Yeah.
it's usually between the dad and the son.
Oh, really?
So at some point, either the son kills the dad kills the son, or like gets him out the tree or whatever,
Yeah.
or the son like kills the dad or
Takes over.
Yeah, takes over.
Takes over the
That's
family
why
business.
when you see him, they're like
Warriors.
Son's trying
wrestling. Yeah,
Battling it out.
Son's trying to take over the family business and get all the nuts.
They
Yeah.
hoard.
Damn. They're horde.
It's my world. You just a squirrel.
That's a trip, though.
All right, our boy Stylist Reeds. He sent in a bunch of artwork. We'll kind of go through them here.
All right.
okay, yeah.
Cali Blaze would hate that, but I appreciate it.
I like that one.
That's dope.
That was dope too.
Chris Farley, rest in peace.
I was asking, were you guys a Chris Farley fan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was hilarious. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, how could you not be a fan? B, this guy was crazy funny.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually like very athletic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a
Like you could see him
van.
doing all the flips and somersaults and all that type of stuff.
Athletics probably not accurate, but
No, it was.
Yeah, flexible.
maybe
I don't know. He
Nimble.
can move better
Nimble.
than most big people I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Well, he knew
Physical humor.
He knew that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny to see someone bigger.
Fall on a table and just all the crazy shit he used to do.
Well,
In a
nah, he was
van down by
pretty.
the river.
Well, no, he was pretty agile for a big guy.
But he was proud to be big though. He wasn't like
Yeah.
not being it.
Yeah.
Big
No.
guy in a little shirt.
Yeah,
Remember
little coat.
that?
little jacket.
That was some cool art right there, man.
We've got this sent in before, but Mike Lakewood, he sent this in. Someone else, he's saying, have y'all seen these Thanksgiving pizzas? And would y'all get it?
Oh, roasted.
We seen that before, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, at first I said no, but then I said, maybe I would.
Green beans, I had a problem with that.
I mean, I would try a slice if somebody else was rocking with it, but I don't think I'd go out of my way to go get it.
I'm gonna get one tonight.
DiGiorno, Thanksgiving pizza. It just doesn't have the right ring for me.
What's the best Thanksgiving side?
Ooh, that's a good fucking question now.
So much.
Well, you know, it
mashed potatoes
depends.
and gravy.
It depends on the house you're at because, like, several things might be better than others in different places. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think everybody, is go-to is like the mac and cheese of some sort.
But all the sides really are kind of really the more exciting part. Like, turkey's all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, turkey's decent. Yeah.
I mean, I love ham too. That's all right.
Yeah.
Whatever we could cook up, whatever. The roast beefs, the
Bart's hate brisket.
briskets. Yeah, all these things. They're all delicious, but really it's the sides. I want me some mash and gravy. I want me some stuffing. I want some green bean casserole.
Hey, sometimes
some yams.
Sometimes the stuffing is incredible.
Yeah.
Sometimes
That's my favorite.
sometimes it's a
love
letdown.
stuffing.
Stuffing.
So if depending on the kind of love that went into it, it could be incredible or it could be a disaster.
Hawaiian
Definitely
rolls.
some good cornbread.
Yeah.
Some Hawaiian rolls, cornbread, Pillsbury biscuits.
Yeah.
All right,
Biscuits.
who eats the sliced cranberries here, dude?
Nah.
Does anybody?
Nah.
Maybe
I
once
feel,
a decade.
I feel like that's one of the most untouched things
Somebody.
on a table.
Like the shit out the can.
Yeah, I mean, like it's almost like it's like obligatory to like put the sliced yams out. There might be one or two people that fuck with them, but the majority of the people in the place don't necessarily touch it.
Cranberry's good.
That's
with
how I
turkey.
find it.
Like it's like if you actually put the cranberry on the turkey and then
In the stuffing, you could put little bits.
Yeah, a little
Yes,
bit
it could be a
Yeah.
good,
Chop
side piece. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like applesauce.
It just depends on how you intend to use it.
Yeah. But you just don't take a slice and just throw it in your mouth.
Some people do though.
They serve it like that sometimes, right?
Yeah, they serve it like that. Like I can't do it, but I've seen people do it. You know what I'm saying?
not needed by itself.
Cold too.
Nah.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a different kind of flavor blast, son. I don't know if it's gross, but it's definitely tart like a motherfucker.
It was tradition to always at some point before dinner to have all your fingers covered in black olives.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I was always eating the black olives back then. They were great.
All right.
All right, we got Marbell in the super chat saying, Colton, like 15 glaciers, I'll leave you dazed and confused. You about to get rolled on like alloy, snatch your chain, ask about my game, about my flame, my rhythms leave dead bodies, so beam me up, Scotty. That's what he's saying.
You ruined his verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't rock his verse in the cadence. He would have rocked it. And you probably did that on purpose.
Straight hated on his verse.
He still
He needs to write it out better.
he still sounds like he bodied you though. He said he'll snatch your chain. Come on, man.
good thing I don't wear chains.
Oh,
Well, in his rhyme, you do.
it's right.
It's right. You do.
For imaginary purposes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna have to
Open
borrow
your
you-
mind, buddy. Open your
We're
mind.
gonna have to borrow your chain, B. And Marbell saying, "Rest in peace, Saphir from Digital Underground."
Oh man, R.I.P. Just past Bay Legend, man.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
All right, and we got a question here. We got a comment. Stupid Almanac saying, "Can't wait for Cypress Hill in Mexico in December at Closer to the Sun Fest. Gonna be a blast."
It's coming up in December. Get your tickets.
We got Mad Ways saying it's Pozole season. If you know, you know.
That's good stuff right there,
Eat
man.
that.
It ain't never not pozole season though.
Is that stuff spicy?
No, it just looks like it.
Can be if you want it to.
It could
but
be, yeah.
It doesn't have to be. It's good just like that.
It's a little heavy on the onion, but
Hanging with Trace.
Hanging with Trace. That's probably Trace's shit right there.
yep.
We got Cyber Hangman. He's saying the microdose episode with you guys, that was the best show by far. By the fourth half hour, everybody was laughing hard and nobody could say a coherent sentence.
Yeah, we were all laughing at each other.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Great.
was hilarious.
Good times, good times.
Yeah, we'll do that again soon.
Yeah.
And Infinite Blessings is saying, "Yo, be real. My daily microdose is in a banana blueberry milkshake with protein and a special mushroom powder, saying it gets you going."
All right.
Damn, that sounds good.
Yeah, that does sound good.
That does sound great.
And the last one so far, we got Mama Cass saying, "Just want to say what's up to everyone. Sorry I'm late to the show. Happy Strong Tuesday. And what up to Steph?"
Yo, what's up?
Salute.
guys?
Salute. Yeah, man. I think the shakes and shit like that with the microdose infused in them, that's the business right there.
Yeah, you don't even know what's in there. You're just having a bomb ass shake.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
And then a whole lot of fun after.
Well, no one should fear a microdose because a microdose isn't going to have anything more than the effect of happiness on you. If it's anything more than that, then it wasn't a micro.
Exactly.
True that. I'm just saying in terms of like tasting it.
Yeah, and you're not going to.
Like that's one of the best ways I think is
To consume it.
a shake.
Yeah.
Yeah, to consume it.
But you're not going to taste the microdose.
No. Well, you shouldn't.
No.
If you do,
Especially if it's
it's-
with like some bananas and shit like that. That's just gonna overpower all that shit.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
But if you do taste it, you didn't get a microdose.
No.
You got that to the moon shit.
Yeah, you better
Gonna
hang
be-
on tight.
You're going to be in other dimensions. It's a dimension of sight, sound, and of mind. Was he talking about a fucking mushroom trip in his little
Sounds
speech?
like it.
Could very well been.
The Twilight Zone
Yeah.
intro.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's talking about a trip.
Yeah, it could be. Wow. Did we just
Do we-
did we just discover that now?
We possibly have unlocked something that Rod Sterling was fucking on acid.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Could be.
He was there.
I mean, look at when you just reflect on the show how it was. I mean, how could it not been? That was the whole concept of it anyway.
It was a whole mind fuck, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That little swirly spiral thing coming at you.
Yeah, all the weird shit flying through there, a doll,
Yeah.
and a broken glass. And
Yeah. It was made to
fuck
Yeah,
with
that
your
was
figure
mind.
out.
It was a trippy deal.
Mhm.
I mean, seeing it as a kid, and it was way before our time. We just caught, what they had already done in that form. And then it switches over to the night gallery later.
Yeah. But he was way ahead of his time. That dude, he was the creator, if I'm not mistaken, he was the concept behind Planet of the Apes and stuff like that too.
Rod Sterling,
Yeah.
he had an imagination, man.
Come on, he was talking UFOs, parallel universes,
yeah.
time travel, alien, like all kinds of crazy shit in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
50s.
Bro,
Come
he had to have touched the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Came back.
He had to-
Yeah.
Sure.
had
Is this
to.
Sterling or
For
Tag?
sure.
He played tag with the other side for sure.
Yeah.
Some LSD or some.
was it Sterling or Serling?
Serling.
Serling, right?
Serling.
Wait, I don't know.
I think
is
was
Serling.
Serling.
Serling, yeah, there you go.
Rod Serling.
Yeah, he was high. Look at him.
Oh, bro.
Look at that
Oh,
first
yeah.
one. He didn't even comb his hair.
Acid.
Acid.
Look at that tight jaw. You
LSD.
know he's on mushrooms.
He was probably
LSD.
probably
All
Timothy
tight-lipped.
Leary's friend. No, say him and Timothy Leary were pals and shit.
No way, really?
No, I'm assuming.
Oh, I was
You know,
like, wow, for sure.
3 packs a day.
I could have
smoking a
sold you
joint.
that, huh? Damn.
Yeah, I fell for it.
Yeah, they were friends. They partied every day. They had acid parties. Excellent. That would have been that would have been an easy sell to you right there, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
they should.
What?
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Most people will buy it if you sell it hard enough. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You know, it's the truth.
What do
Even
we got?
though, what were we gonna say?
I was gonna say we got skate parks and trails and all kinds of things for all people to do extreme things, and we can't set up some extreme like venue where you can go into like a coliseum and go get some nice, beautiful acid and enjoy the day with all kinds of crazy things in there to experience.
Visuals and shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like but you got to do it in a big space. You can get like that real. Woo,
There'll be a room where
eye-openers.
you can sense things like by touching them, like feel them on your skin or
All
whatever.
that.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are awesome.
They're on
a
the
fuzzy room.
microdose.
Well, there is that, sort of, but not like with psychedelics.
Like-
but it would be cool if they had like
Actual amusement park meant for that.
Specific-
more
Technically made-
psychedelics.
Yeah.
Well, they got to legalize them first, but that would be cool.
Man,
A place
why
meant-
don't we just start one?
Yeah.
You walk through it like a maze. Every room is a different experience.
Yeah.
One
Man,
could be
we're-
for your smell,
We're
touch.
unlocking.
And it'll be underground, so we don't have to legalize it.
Oh, we're giving away game right here. so- But I'm saying it would be a trippy experience if there was a place straight up made for tripping to like
Yeah.
enhance your trip.
Yeah, where you can go safely, enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Responsibly. You're not there, to influence anyone
and
except
you
for
said
those
it.
that are doing it.
And you just said why, right? The key word is responsible.
Well, that's for everything.
And the thing is the reason why it's not available to us because there's too many more motherfuckers who are irresponsible
With
than
it, yeah.
responsible.
For sure.
And that is the fact. We cannot be trusted with some shit like this because there are motherfuckers that just don't know how to act with or without it. But imagine with.
Yeah.
And that's what you're dealing with, How do you deal with that part? The motherfuckers that don't know how to act, that
That would
fuck it
be
up for everybody.
It would still be so dope. You could do a room
would
like
be. It would
imagine
be.
a flight room where you feel like you're flying and they give you the visual for it. One where you're in the future.
Yeah.
Like you could do all kinds of shit, just blow people's minds.
Yeah, you could.
Well, you should definitely then. I mean, what it really boils down to is, since 18 seems to be our threshold for doing adult stuff. You know what I mean? At 17, you must go through some kind of mandatory class that's going to teach you about real life in a year, where you're about to not going to turn 18 and be senseless.
What would you call this place? What would be your theme for the theme park?
I don't even know, man. I don't even know how you.
Come on, you could peel one out. Let's hear it.
You could easily make just the Alice in Wonderland theme park.
I think you'd have problems with
Yeah.
trademarks
No, you
on
could.
that.
You couldn't take that theme directly, but I'm saying you could go something like that. Where you're leading people down crazy trails.
What would you call it? You got a name for it?
In fact, you can call it that.
I would
Lazy
call it-
trails.
I would call it Steph Tone in Wonderland.
Stuff toned in. Well, you wouldn't
Ooh,
have
Wonderland.
copyright issues there.
Yeah, Wonderland.
How about you,
Trippy land.
Trippy Land?
Trippy world.
Trippy World. Okay, see that
Trippy World.
that could work. How about you?
I don't know. Sci school or
Sci school.
like psychedelic school, some shit. I don't know.
I think Trippy World works.
I like that.
I think we got to go with Trippy World.
Yeah.
You know
Mel.
exactly what you're going there for.
Yes. Yes, that sounds like somewhere you're going
For that.
for that. It's Trippy World. Come on, brothers.
Stepton,
and
what did you
sisters.
say again?
The
lazy,
melt.
Lazy what?
Oh, lazy trails.
Sounds like a retirement.
That sounds.
For seniors. that
No,
wanna trip.
that's the restaurant in Trippyland, Lazy Trails.
Lazy trails.
When they're
I
gonna
was just
take
thinking
that,
about the psychedelic trails.
that'd be good. All the drinks are psychedelic drinks. Come on over, to Lazy Trails, have a drink and a meal
But not
in Trippyland or Trippy World.
not laced or drug drinks, just trippy names.
All right. because they're already tripping balls anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Zelda in the super chat is saying the Museum of Illusions in Vegas is nice on shrooms.
Okay.
Whoa, there you go.
Damn.
Might have to go see that.
And Nikolic is saying, hey, B, any thoughts on reggae and Rastafari music? Seems like the beats are not complementary in rap and in reggae.
It depends. I think some of it goes hand in hand and some of it obviously clashes. But I mean, I listen to both. I have since I was very young and still do today. So there's ways to marry it.
311 made a whole life out of it.
Yeah. And others.
I got a song with Jack and Planet Asia where I sampled the reggae song. It's reggae, but it's straight hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, when you think about what Junior Gong and Nas have done, Damian Marley and Nas, the records they've made together in collaboration, you know that it works together
Beautifully.
Yeah,
for sure.
Isn't I mean they also say like hip hop like trails off that.
Yeah, some of it trails off of dance hall.
Yeah, dance hall reggae.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the last one so far, Michael Taylor saying, yo, we got to get FM and Mellow on a game of hot boxing.
Oh, they still haven't played this yet, huh?
What is that?
It's like a card game, like what's that? What's that?
Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, Cards Against Humanity. It's
Oh, I
very
think you
much
told
like
me.
that, but it's like for stoners and people that drink too.
Okay, because Mello would probably pass out. You might have
No, it's not a game like that where you got to drink if you know.
Oh, okay.
It's not that. There are challenges, and if you don't want to do that challenge, you got to substitute the challenge for something that you will agree to do, but that is like a proper challenge. You know what I'm saying?
For the fan
Alright.
or the lighthearted.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's a pretty trippy game. You'd rather play it with a bunch of people because it's funnier than
All right.
you know with 2, 3, 4. It's cool, but it's not the same as when you play with like a room full of motherfuckers and you're smoking and drinking. It's pretty hilarious. Sometimes it's a little offensive.
It's always offensive. And that's, I mean, if you're not with people that can handle offensive stuff, then they're not.
Okay. Bring it. Let's do it.
It's meant to be offensive. No
I'm
doubt.
with it.
It is, yeah. Sometimes it could be offensive for sure, but it's a hilarious game.
I'm down. Next time we're here with Mello, let's get it.
Right.
Let's do it.
All right.
And everybody visit CaliBlaze.net for all your flower and concentrate needs delivered legally straight to your door. Don't forget to use the code BREALTV at checkout for a discount. What up, Cali?
I see he put a bag of one of his products right there in front of my doll because my doll's like right behind his head. I don't know. He did that because he thought my doll was humping the back of his head or what.
No, he was just trying to product place right there.
Product
But I
placement,
see another place for it, so it's not blocking your ass out.
I don't care. I don't mind. I'm still tall.
He's still tall. All right, cool. I got you.
He's like 4 feet, right?
I got the new one,
His doll too. It's crazy.
the new impersonation. Hey, yo, this is Cali Blaze. You cunt. You fucking cunt. Go to the website.
Fuck your art.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
GDP Smoke is saying, salute to the Buddha Master and highest crew. I'm about to stun and flip some head stash on this strong Tuesday. Just wanted to send a shout out from Sun Devil Country. Much respects and top shelf vibes.
Salute. Much love and salute to all y'all getting down with us here on the Dr. Greenthumb Show. We want to thank P-Lo for coming in and hanging with
Thank y'all
us.
for having me, man. It's an honor, it's a pleasure.
Word up, first of many times.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And man, much love to you. Keep on pushing, keep on moving, and keep putting out them slappers.
Thank you, man. Now, thank you guys for having me, man.
Word up. You got any shout outs you want to give?
Man, shouts out to all the people in the Bay Area. Shouts out to everybody in the world, man. Keep going. Stay positive, man. Don't let nothing bring you down. Keep chasing your dreams, man.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Less.
Shout out everybody on the chat, just hanging out with us. B-Lo for hanging out, for coming through, kicking it. The whole Dr. Greenthumb squad, you know what it is. Word, if you on the IG, follow me, Psycho Less Official, and go to the website, thepsycholessshop.com. And don't forget Friday, listening party, Real Psycho.
Yo, shout the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout to the Dominator. And Jonathan is saying much love to Be Real TV. You all brighten up my day. I enjoy laughing and smoking weed with you all. 100. He's saying thank you and salute to P-Lo.
Salute. Much love to you, my friend. I think you got one more too.
I think I just did that one, Johnny, right there. W220 Mafia.
Oh yeah. All right.
Awesome. What up, Steph?
Hell yeah, Jonathan. Yeah. Shout out Mark Sargent, Karen B, David Wise, FM B, P-Lo. Nice to meet you, man.
Pleasure, man.
Psycho Easy, Bolton, Ray Morning Shot Films, Taryn at Velvet Hammer, The Dominator, Aton, Pedro, Javi Lopez, Shirley, all the Asylum, Twitch Ward, Discordies. Y'all have a great week. Catch y'all on Friday. FM.
Yeah, man. Big up to P-Lo. Thanks for coming through, man. Much respect on your music, man, and much success, continued success for you, man.
Thank you.
Big up to everybody in the chat room, man. It's always fun watching you guys and checking out what everybody's saying. Everybody's fucking funny. But yeah, big up to the crew, the Treehouse, and everybody here at Be Real TV. B.
Stay hard in the paint when you're chasing that dream. Swallow that.
Sir.